Now, I'm proud to introduce the valedictorian of the TCIS class of 2020. She earned a 4.17 GPA and took 12 AP courses and proudly served as the youth ambassador of the Taipei Cultural and Economic Office. This student was admitted to the following universities: National University of Singapore, Yale, and U.S. College, National Taiwan University, and Syracuse University. Please welcome Maggie to give her valedictorian address.
ลำดับต่อไปจะเป็นการกล่าวสุนทรพจน์ของนักเรียนผู้ที่ได้รับเกียรตินิยมอันดับหนึ่งเกรดเฉลี่ย 4.17 และเรียนวิชา AP ถึง 12 รายวิชาและได้รับเกียรติให้เป็นยุวทูตประจำสำนักงานเศรษฐกิจและวัฒนธรรมไทเปและได้รับการตอบรับเข้าศึกษาต่อในมหาวิทยาลัยแห่งชาติสิงคโปร์มหาวิทยาลัยแห่งชาติไต้หวันและ Syracuse University ขอเชิญแม็กกี้ค่ะ
毕业生代表致辞。现在我很荣幸介绍2020年毕业生代表。这位学生的毕业成绩是4.17分，选修12门 AP 课，并荣任驻泰国台北经济文化办事处的青年大使。他录取了国立新加坡大学、国立台湾大学、美国 Syracuse 大学。现在请魏雨柔同学致辞。
Good afternoon, Dr. John, Mr. Tong, Mr. Tom, esteemed guests, teachers, students, and our beloved, my fellow graduating class of 2020. It is my greatest pleasure to be giving the valedictorian speech today. Before I start, I would like to first say a few thank yous. Thank you to my family, to Mom and Dad for always being there and for teaching me love. To Kevin and Benny for teaching me that siblings are the best and for being there to hear my complaints. To all my teachers, thank you. I remember all of you clearly, and I especially want to mention Miss Linar. She is my first teacher here at TCIS. And thank you for teaching me the love of reading. And lastly, thank you to TCIS and the school administration for all their support throughout our education. I've always imagined what our high school graduation would be like. To be exact, you can say that I've been thinking about today ever since the middle school graduation ended. I cried a lot during that graduation speech, and I've been thinking about redeeming myself ever since. But I've never imagined it to be like this. In front of you now is a computer, hopefully not on mute. Are you wearing your pajamas or your graduation clothes? I thought about how our graduation would be like for a long time. And honestly, it would probably be as normal and as emotional as all the ones that we have seen before. We would have to line up again, from the tallest to the shortest, in a long line. And when my end, with Minnie and Kwan, walk past the other end, with Lawrence, Atomic, Yang, Carbu, and Pete, we would be right at their chest level, and they will again pretend to not be able to see us. There would be music playing. Penny and Papra will be standing in front of the stage, singing like they always do in talent shows. Some of us will be standing in the back, trying hard to memorize the lyrics. B would probably be playing the guitar. I will again be surprised at how tall Pullman and Jason have grown since what I remembered when they sat next to me in middle school Chinese classes. Adrian, Bird, and Frong looking like oppas, and all the boys looking snatched. Then, Fanny will be asking Angel to go to the bathroom with her right before the ceremony starts. And I can't wait to see Cherry in a dress, Kathy, Pink, One, and all the girls looking beautiful at prom. Everything is different from what I've imagined, but some things remain the same. Our class. Our class, who never had a tremendous reputation for being loud or mischievous. Our class, where everyone can find a spot in the high school lounge. Our class, where everyone can find a home in their friends. That is still the same, no matter if we are here today in 360 or at home. We are in this moment all remembering about the memories that we've had, and more so than ever, wanting to hug each other. We'll be still thinking of Prem, Isaac, Nadia, Wawa, Ploy, Honda, and all the class of 2020 friends that have left us a bit earlier. We are all remembering the places in schools that we like to hang out in. The soccer field left out in the sun. The cafeteria with or without the AC. The 7-Eleven trips after school. And the basketball courts with the screeching sound of shoes. We are recounting these traces mentally as we're remembering these things. In this moment, our hearts are in the school that we have grown up in and with the friends that we have grown up with. And together, we are graduating today. People, as we are social animals, are naturally inclined to stay close, especially during stressful times. The scariest thing about this virus is that we are inhibited from hugging our friends and talking to them face to face. This is against all kinds of human nature, making it harder to endure. But it is at this time when we need to make an effort, more so than ever, to reach out to our friends, call them, and show them our love and care. We can't go through this alone. I hope this is something we'll continue forward, just like practicing quarantine. After we graduate, in the future, we might not be able to be physically with each other, but we will make an effort to always be there for one another. I would like to leave my speech with a quote from Christopher Morley. There is only one success, to be able to spend your life in your own way. Because the world is never normal, and things might not work out as you imagine it to be. But we have survived, and in our own unique, crazy ways, gotten to graduation today. Today is a success. The certificate that we are going to get is our testimony of how we laughed and how we cried, living as we are, no matter the circumstances. Today is a success. And when people ask me years later when I graduated, I will proudly say I'm from the class of 2020. The class that had a virtual graduation amidst a worldwide pandemic. The class that spent our last 2 months practicing not being able to see each other every day. The class that we have loved and cherished. Today, into the future, and always, I'll be proudly saying I'm from the class of 2020. My class, your class, our class.